guys, for today's video is we will tackle about the globalization. So what is globalization? Globalization is the process of increasing interdependence and integration among economies, markets, and countries, and the culture of different countries worldwide. So since we have mentioned in globalization the interdependence, so what is interdependence? Interdependence means that people, groups, or countries rely on each other to meet their needs or achieve goals. Next one is integration. Integration means bringing together parts to make a whole or combining different things to work as one system. So the last but not the least is markets. So markets refers to the system where workers look for jobs and employees looks for workers.
Today we tackle about why is globalization is important to us. So globalization is important to us because it connects people, countries, and businesses around the world, leading many economics, cultural, and social benefits. So we have five importance of globalization. First, boost economic growth. Second, encourage trade and specialization. Third, spreads technology and innovation. Fourth, promotes culture exchange. And last, strengthens global cooperation.
Global economy. So what is global economy? Global economy refers to the interconnected network of economic activities across the world. It involves international trade, finance, and the operation of multinational corporations. These components create a complex web of interdependence between nations. It says that it involves international trade, finance, and multinational corporation. So first is international trade. So there are three parts of international trade. First is import and export of goods. Countries specialize producing certain goods or services and trade them with other nations. For example, Japan exports cars to the United States, while the US export agriculture product like corn and soybean to Japan. Second is trade agreement. Trade agreement reduce barriers like tariffs and quotas, encouraging smoother trade between countries. For example, European Union or EU allows free movement of goods, services, and labor between member of states. And the last one is global supply chain. Mean goods are often produced using components sourced from different countries. For example, an iPhone is designed in the US, uses chips from Taiwan, screens from South Korea, and it is assembled in China. International finance. So there are also three parts. First is currency exchange. Currency exchange is essential for international transactions, allowing trade between countries with different currency. For example, a German company buying oil from Saudi Arabia must convert euros to US dollars to complete the transaction. Second, second part is foreign direct investment or FBI. Companies or individuals invest in businesses or assets in other countries. For example, Toyota in Japan, building a manufacturing plants in United States, and global financial market. Stock market, bond market, and financial institutions operate globally. Example, the New York Stock Financial Institution operate globally. The last part is multinational corporation or MNCs. MNCs operates in multiple countries, managing production, distribution, and marketing on a global scale. For example, Coca-Cola produces and sells beverage in over 20 countries, adapting flavors and marketing strategies to each local market.
Types of economic systems. So there are four types of economic systems. First is market economy. Economic decisions are driven by supply and demand with minimal government intervention. Example, the United States, private companies decide what to produce based on consumer demand. and prices fluctuated based on competition and availability. Next is command economy. The government controls producing, pricing, and distribution of goods and services. For example, North Korea, the government sets prices and decides what and how much to produce. Next is traditional economy. Decisions are based on customs, traditions, and cultural belief. Example, certain tribal communities in Africa or South America, people barter goods, and farming or hunting techniques are passed down generations. And the last one is mixed economy. Combines elements of both market and command economies. In includes private enterprise and government intervention. Example, India, the government controls some key industries like railways, while most sectors are privately owned and market driven.
So our topic is market integration. It refers to the process of combining separate national or regional market into one larger unified market. This means that goods, services, and capital can move more freely across borders, making economies more connected and interdependent. So let's proceed the 6 key aspects of market integration. The first one is reduce trade barriers. This means removing or reducing obstacles like tariffs, taxes on imports, quotas, or strict regulation that limit international trade. For example, countries in Southeast Asia like the Philippines, Malaysia, Thailand agreed to reduce or remove tariffs on many products. The second is technological advancement. Improve- Improvements in transportation and communication have reduced cost and time needed for cross-border trade. Example, online platforms and fast shipping allow small business to sell internationally. The third is financial integration. This refers to the liberalization of capital markets, meaning fewer restrictions on moving money between countries. For example, a Japanese company can invest in a tech startup in the Philippines without many restrictions. The fourth is increased competition. As markets become more connected, business face competition not just locally but also from international companies. This often leads to lower prices, better quality, and more innovation to stay competitive. For example, local cell phone brands improve their products to compete with global brands like Samsung or Apple. The fifth is economic growth and efficiency. Market integration helps countries focus on what they do, boost comparative advantage. This leads to higher productivity and faster economic growth through trade and specialization. For example, the Philippines focuses on BPO services while Thailand focuses on agriculture. The last one is risk diversification. Investors can spread their investments across different countries and industries, which helps reduce risk. If one country's economy is down, investments in other countries can balance the loss. For example, an investors can invest in both US tech stock and Asian real estate to avoid putting all money in one place.
Type of market integration. Horizontal integration involves firm in the some industry merging or acquiring competition to the merest market share and reduce competition. Vertical integration involves firm acquiring business in different stage of production process from raw materials to distribution. Conglomeration involve firms acquiring in unrelated industries to diversity operation and reduce risk. Challenge of market integration. Interest but volatility integrate markets can be more susceptible susceptible to external shock and economic repairs or event in one country can quickly impact other. Social and political impact. Market integration can lead to job displacement, income inequality, and cultural homogenization, potentially creating social unrest and political instability. Regular challenges. Integration market require harmonizing recognition and standard across different countries, which can be a complex and time-consuming process.
Global interstate system. Global means entire world. Interstate means inter, between or among. State means a country has sovereign. System means is in a group interconnected parts working together. So global interstate system, this refers to the worldwide structured relationship and interaction among sovereign states based primarily on diplomacy, cooperation, competition, and sometimes conflict. First, some explanation about global interstate system. First, sovereign state. Sovereign state, these are independent nations that govern themselves, like Philippines, Japan, and United States. Each state has the authority over their territory and its people. Second, international relationship. States interact to diplomacy, alliances, trade, cultural change like education, tourism, and migration. Third, global institution. It is an organization system that works internationally across among nations to help or solve global problems, set international rules, and promote cooperation among nations. Example, United Nations promote peace and cooperation. Global Trade Organization or UTO, WTO regulates international trades, and IMF, International Monetary Fund, it is support global financial stability. Fourth, balance of power is a concept international relationship where people is distributed fairly among countries or alliances so that no single country becomes too powerful and dominates others. In short, this is a way to prevent war or control by making sure that country does not get too much power compared to others. Fifth, global and interdependence. Globalization is a process where people, businesses, governments, and cultures across the world become more connected and interact closely. Example, you can buy iPhones made in China, you can wear clothes made in Korea, and coffee made in Brazil. Watching K-dramas, Hollywood, or using Facebook and TikTok is sample of globalization. Interdependence means that countries rely on each other, so no country can completely survive in its own.